I do think education is super important in the state, and it's something that's important to everybody. Even if you don't have children still in school, everybody's a stakeholder, and they care very much about it. And our teachers are really great, in my opinion. And you know, they're a special commodity in education. You have to have, you know, you need great teachers. But you said earlier, it takes a village to raise a child.
It does.
And so it's parents, it's teachers, administration, it's business owners like myself. We want kids to do well. We want them to come out of school, you know, ready for the workforce and ready to, you know, take our state and take our country to, you know, the next level, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure.
But those are the things you gotta pull together and work together and move forward together.
I don't know how you feel, but I do feel as just a citizen hopeful of where we sit regarding education. We are not in the place we want to stay, but I feel like maybe we've turned a corner and collectively everyone's on the same team, recognizing what we're up against. Do you feel that way, or what is your take on it?
I mean, I got to see it for a long time, and in the legislature. In the first 4 years I was in, you know, there's just a lot of talk about trying to improve and try and, you know, let's try this, and if the outcomes weren't there in 12 to 18 months, oh my goodness, we've got to pivot.
Right.
But some of, you know, education's something that just takes time.
Yeah.
It's big. It's the largest spend in the state, and you're talking about, you know, 400,000 students and 517 to 520 school districts across the state. But I do think, you know, I think the Oklahoma legislature, which is just one branch of the government, I think they've done what they needed to do. On this campaign trail, I've just said, hey, it's easy to blame the legislature, but I think they've done the hard work. I mean, they got the economy turned around. I was forced to do that when I became the Speaker of the House. It was bad. We got it turned around, and we didn't have any. You know, we were running deficits and revenue shortfalls before I got in the office, and for 2 years until we got the economy fixed. But you know, we were trying to get just that one teacher pay raise because our teachers were paid at the bottom of our multi-state region. And everybody's is competing for great teachers. But we didn't just get one done, we got three, and we got some reforms done. We changed the reimbursement. We moved it from a 3-year average to a 2-year average to try to eliminate ghost students, which would be students registered at multiple schools. And we passed universal school freedom, which is just, you know, really just gives parents ultimate say where their kids go to school, which I think is right. But we funded it. We funded all the schools. I mean, it was a win for every student, parent, teacher, and school district in the state. That's the way good policy works. But the education outcomes, that's not the legislature doesn't micromanage education. They appropriate and they pass law based upon what's asked of them. But really, I think our disconnect's over in the executive branch. And that's one of the reasons I'm running for governor. We've got to have somebody over there that will own it, who will say, you know what, no more excuses. We're not going to blame the legislature. We're not going to blame the State Department of Education. We're not going to blame schools. We're not going to blame teachers. We're just going to roll up our sleeves, and we're going to, hey, there's a plan, and stick with the plan, and the education rankings they'll move.
It's fixable, right? I think it is too.
So I'm excited about that, and we'll move them up. We've seen a state that previously ranked below us. That's, you know, the top 10 now. So and ironically, we both started down that path. But our State Department abandoned it. after 2 years, but our reading scores did go from 48 to 32nd in just 2 years.
Yeah.
So you can move them real quick, but what we need is people who are elected in the statewide who will own it and lean in.
Yeah.
So the governor does have a big say in it, because the governor picks every person around the State Board of Education.
Okay.
The people elect the state superintendent of education, but that's just one person on the board. They chair it, and they do set the agenda.
Sure.
But the governor gets to pick all
that's
the other
good.
people. And if I become governor, I'm going to pick people who are laser focused on moving our education outcomes up. And it's not impossible to do. It takes a little bit of time, but it will move faster than people think.
Yeah.
All you have to do is deploy reading coaches early on, and intense tutoring for children in schools that are a little bit behind.
Yeah.
And you get them caught up, and they test better. And it's 3rd grade reading, and it's 8th grade math scores. And then I do think we have some, I think we got to kind of also restore a culture of learning in the kind of the classroom, and I think that's getting back to discipline. I think it's mentoring. I think it's faith and patriotism. But I think our teachers are expected to do too much right now. I mean, they're expected to be more than just a teacher. A lot of times, some cases are kind of acting as a parent or a counselor, and they're worried about children, coming to school. That are they fed, ready to learn, and then ultimately, I think K through 12 is successful when somebody graduates and they have a life, a success plan to continue on. Whether that's going to be the career path, or the college university path, or the military service, or trades. We need to make sure that that the student after 12th grade knows what they're passionate about, and where they want to go. And so you can do that. You just have to make that the priority, make that the focus, and stick with it longer than 12 months.
Yeah, I do too. And I think your leadership, it has to encompass a team, putting people on the board that are the specialists in their field. And even if they're not your best friend, you got to put the people on who know the stuff.
People want to. I think you got to have functionality. And so, and who you pick and surround yourself with will have a lot to say. Will the outcomes be successful?
I think so too. We've seen it. In fact, we gave a shout out from the bank to Atoka Elementary for the award that they got.
That's great.
One of the top 5, I believe, in the nation in schools in poverty. It's fantastic.
I think that article highlighted like 5 school districts out of each state that were impoverished areas, but were outperforming all the other schools. And so you had 3rd graders in really small towns or cities like Atoka, Krebs. And there's 3 others, but they're all above, right at 82% reading sufficiency or higher. So,
it's great. Special shout out.
You can do it.
Angela, Cheryl, and all of the team at Atoka. And we got friends in Krebs as well. But I didn't realize they were on the list.
You've got a superintendent, I think, in Krebs that's from Atoka.
It's great.
Pat Turner.